Copenhagen Marathon is less than 5 weeks away. Hello and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Joe and I'm currently training for my second ever road marathon in Copenhagen next month. This video is another weekly training diary. This week I've got my longest and most likely the toughest run of the whole training block, so stick around for that. If this is the first time you're seeing my videos, then thank you so much for dropping by. If you'd like to stick around and see how I get on in a marathon in less than 5 weeks time, please do subscribe below. Remember, it's completely free and it helps me out so much. Tonight I've got my first run of the week. It's going to be 45 minutes easy. I'm looking forward to it. It'll probably be a nice night. It's really nice at the moment, so should be a lovely evening to go for a run. Tempted to go down to the beach, but I might just stick around here just to save a little bit of time before and afterwards. But we'll see how I feel in a little bit. Good evening. Just got down to the beach, getting ready to go for my 45-minute easy run. Decided to come down here because it's a really nice night, so it should be a little bit more enjoyable than just running around near my house. Looking forward to this one. The weather's lovely, sun's shining. This is what it's all about. It's nights like tonight where I feel really grateful that I stuck out running through winter so I can enjoy running now. I mean, it's so nice out there and it's going to be a really nice one, hopefully. My legs are still a little bit achy from the long run on Sunday, so hopefully they're not too bad tonight. I've got the Nova Blasts on and I'm going to try and just run it really slowly tonight. I don't want to get silly. I just want to enjoy it, ease into it and just have some really easy miles. Exactly the same as on Friday. I forgot my headphones again, so beach sounds and my noggin. That's what I'm listening to tonight. Let's go. Just whack my head. It's a really lovely night, but there's a breeze coming off the sea that is freezing. Oh my god. Stop for a wee. 800 metres in. 40p that cost me. 40 bloody p. Three and a bit k in. Feeling good. I've just hit 5k. I've run a little bit further than I was meant to, but I'm enjoying it, so it's fine. Just taking it steady. I've realised that when I don't run with headphones I speed up a little bit too much. I think it's to kind of like cure the boredom of it being silent. Got just under 3k to go. Really enjoying this. It's been so nice. Now that was bloody lovely. I really enjoyed that. That was such a nice run. I ended up doing 10k in about 55 minutes. If we're going to be honest, if we're going off heart rate, it was definitely into the whole like grey zone for heart rate, but for effort it felt really nice. It felt pretty easy, so I'm not too worried that it was technically a little bit too quick for an easy run. I think some runs you just got to enjoy them and run for your head a little bit rather than your body. My legs didn't feel tired, so I felt fine, so I'm not going to be too hung up on having a little slightly higher than usual heart rate when I was running into the wind for quite a lot of it. So just a really nice run. It's a perfect spring evening run, which I just these are the runs that make me feel so passionate about running, so I'm really, really happy. Need to go home, get changed, get some tea, and then chill out for the rest of the evening. Honestly, I reckon that I could convince absolutely anybody to run if everyone felt like that. I feel like I had a pretty productive day with work. I felt good going into it, but I feel like since being out there tonight by the sea, just running, I feel like I've just taken a huge breath out, and I feel so like relaxed despite the fact that I've just ran 10k. I'm like, is this runner's high? Because I don't get it very often. Good evening, it is Wednesday night. I've just got to the running track. I was meant to be doing a threshold session tonight, but I swapped it around so that I could do this one on the track instead. Just checked my plan, and it is 5 times 2 minutes at 10k pace. So even though it's not my 10k pace, I'm probably going to try and aim for around 4-minute kilometres because it's on the track. There's no distractions or anything in the way, so it should be quite a nice pace to aim for 2 minutes at a time. Realistically, if I was doing a 10k now, like I wouldn't be close to that. It would be probably more 4:10 to 4:20 pace for 10k. But I'm on the track. It's just a workout. I don't have to run 10k, so I'm going to go a little bit quicker, and then make sure that on my run later on this week I really focus on my threshold pace zones for that. Just on the warm up at the moment. I've got a few minutes left, like 3-4 minutes left. Look how grim it is tonight. It's so grey and grim. In other news, I need a poo, so I might have to go and deal with that before I get going on these reps, because otherwise I might end up with a vlog in my half tights. It's not a good idea. Yeah, the things you think about while you're warming up. Just finished up interval 1. It was fine, felt okay. 2 minutes isn't too long, so that's alright. I think it was just under a 4-minute pace. I didn't actually look at my watch when it finished the rep, so I'll have to see at the end, I guess. Finished up rep 2 and 3, both like under 4-minute kilometre pace, so holding pace nicely. It's really quiet on here tonight. There's literally only 4 of us. There's like me, Danny and Ella, and then this guy that's always down here when we're here, so it's nice not having the track all busy with people. Just finished up rep 5 and finished the workout. It all felt okay. My legs got a little bit heavy towards the last 100 metres, but it was alright. Good evening and happy Friday. I'm back down at the beach again for another run. Tonight I have the session that I moved from Wednesday to tonight so that I could do a shorter track run on Wednesday. Tonight I've got to do 15 minutes warm up, then 4 lots of 8 minutes at threshold pace with a 2-minute rest, and then 15 minutes easy and the cool down. So it's going to be a bit of a long one. When I got in from work I was prattling around quite a bit, so I've taken a bit of time to get out the house. I actually think it's going to end up being not far off dark when I finish my run, so I really need to get going. Oh, just quickly, I decided to come down here because it's such a nice night. I think it's about 15 or 16 degrees still. I thought I'd come down here to get a bit of the breeze and not bang my head today when I get out of my car. Look at that, magic. It's definitely a few degrees colder down here than it is at home. It's pretty nice. Just about 9 minutes into my warm-up and I feel a bit shite, to be fair. Not feeling the sharpest, bit grim. Hoping I settle in soon. Just finished up the first lot of 8 minutes. Held pace really well. I've got another minute rest to go and then back to it. It's really busy down at the beach because it's such a nice night. I've been dodging so many tourists on the pavements and stuff, so it's been quite techie running, even though it's been so nice. Just trying not to get hit by a car or flatten someone. But yeah, such a nice night, perfect night for running. Absolutely love this weather. Got to go again in 20 seconds. My god, definitely pushed those first 2 reps too hard. The first one was like 1.86k and the second one was 1.9k, so moving under like 4:15 kilometre pace. It's just too quick for threshold pace for me. My heart rate's gone up quite a bit higher than it should have done, so maybe need to chill out on the rest, otherwise I'm going to be crashing out of this one early. I need to slow down, but I'm not. just finished up the 4th rep. That was really tough. I started to crash out a bit. I didn't recover fully from the 3rd rep because that finished with a big uphill. It got dead hard and started to find it really difficult. The pace on that last one was way slower. I had to stop a couple of times because my heart rate was spiking and I felt a bit shite. So not the most perfect workout, but I ran pretty hard and feeling better for running. I've got 15 minutes easy to do now, then a bit of a cool down, so gonna get running again. Nice easy pace to wind it down for the evening. I am shattered now. That was a great run, very hard, but did like 13k, so quite a lot for like a Friday night. I know it was meant to be done on Wednesday, but even still, quite a lot, quite a big workout. When I add on Sunday's long run, I'm going to be on some pretty big mileage this week. Just need to get this week and next week out the way, get the taper started, and I'll be marathon ready. So feeling good, trying to stay positive about things. Getting a little nervous now, I'm not going to lie. It's starting to hit home that in a month I've got to run a marathon, and obviously it's been over a year since I did that, so it's a little bit scary, but it's all good. It's all good excitement. I'm going to get home now because I am starving. Good morning. It's Sunday, it's long run day, and I've got 3 hours to do today. 2 hours 15 easy, and then 45 minutes at race pace. I'm going to treat today's run a little bit differently. You might have noticed I'm not wearing a hydration vest today. I'm going to use home as like an aid station and just drop back every hour to get more supplies. My plan today is to run the easy sections of this run pretty easily. Last week I definitely didn't do that. I was pushing myself a little bit too hard and for absolutely no reason. So today I'm going to try and chill out a little bit. Just about 4.5k in, feeling pretty good so far. A bit better than I did at the start of last week's long run, so big positive there. I'm going to get my first gel down me soon, try and stay on top of fueling before I get too tired. So I'm just over an hour in, just stopped off at home for a drink to grab some more gels, a quick toilet break, and I've grabbed my sunglasses and I've also changed my shorts. I did just over 10k in the first hour, which is pretty bang on what I wanted to be. Admittedly, I was a bit sluggish getting back out the door again. I started to let the comfort of being back home take over a little bit. I stopped off for a little bit longer than I should have done, but I'm back out again. Wearing the equivalent 9s for the first 2 hours 15 of this run, and then changing over to my race shoes on the start of the next loop. I'm not far off 13k in, and I was just thinking about how in the past I spoke about long runs being quite intimidating with the distance and it being mentally challenging getting started, knowing what you've got to do and knowing that they're pretty uncomfortable. But I think that today splitting this up into like 3 sections has made it mentally a lot more manageable. Each hour I'm just thinking about the hour I'm in. Mentally I'm in a pretty good headspace on this one, which last week I definitely wasn't. Currently 1 hour 30 in, so at the halfway point for today's run. Not long past through 15k. Pretty bang on for my easy pace for the first 2 and a bit hours. Just having another gel, just really trying to get my stomach bulletproof for the race day. I'm feeling strong, I'm not feeling tired in any way yet, so this first half of the run's been a success. Just hit 20k, only a couple minutes off 2 hours, so I'm gonna get home and get into my race shoes. So the shoe I've settled on is the On Cloud Boom Strike in this crazy yellow colour. I absolutely love the look of them, but more importantly, out of a few pairs that I tried on, they felt the comfiest. They were very expensive, but I've stuck with them, so they're just getting the first run out now. Got about 10 minutes more easy running to do, then we're going to up to race pace. I'm starting to feel pretty tired, but I am like 22, 23k in, so pretty understandable. Just finished up 3 hours worth of running. Did about 32.7k just on the cool down, which will round it up to like probably about 35. So I've just been out for a bit of a walk to get some active recovery and my legs are absolutely cooked. This week I finished the week on 65 kilometres run. Yeah, so with it only being 4 weeks until the race, I decided that I should probably get hold of some race shoes to try and get some miles in the pair that I'm going to wear on race day. I ordered the On Cloud Boom Strikes, which I ended up keeping, the Hoka Cielo 1X 2.0, and I also ordered Asics Metaspeed Edge. I tried on all 3 pairs, and to be fair, they were all very comfy. The Hokas I knew immediately weren't for me. Basically, as soon as I tried them on, I knew they were really unstable. My stride and strike probably isn't strong enough to wear them. Even just walking around, I nearly rolled my ankle, and I thought there's no way that I'm going to be strong enough to run a full marathon in them. Bit of a shame though, because I do tend to really like Hoka shoes, and I think they look really cool as well. I also tried on the Asics Metaspeed Edge. They were really comfy actually. I probably would have got on fine with them as well. Just walking up and down in them, I didn't feel like they'd maybe be as snappy as the Ons, which maybe for me would be fine, because I don't know if I am quick enough to justify, you know, like really high-end snappy race shoes like the Ons. But as soon as I tried on the Ons, I kind of knew, I was like, yeah, these feel right. Anyway, shoe chat aside, this was my longest week of training, my longest run. Next week's a little bit shorter. It'll still be pretty long, but not as horrific as today. And finally, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate my videos do get quite long sometimes, so if you stick them out to the end, I really appreciate that. I know that not everybody wants to sit through a video this long, so if you've made it this far, then you're a hero to me, and thank you. If you're new here, please give the video a like and subscribe. It'd be great to see you come back again next week for my next video. Yeah, thank you for watching, and see you next week.